It is a day of absolute tactical reshaping and high-stakes financial chess behind the scenes at Barcelona. As Hansi Flick prepares his squad for a grueling new campaign, Deco and Joan Laporta are dealing with everything from an unraveling academy hierarchy to an explosive €100 million promise, and a shocking transfer U-turn that could bring a world-class winger to the Spotify Camp Nou. First, Flick has officially cleared out the clutter to fix the first-team goalkeeping hierarchy. With Joan Garcia locked in as the definitive starter and the experienced Wojciech Szczęsny providing backup, a massive question mark has been hovering over the third-choice goalkeeper position. Following a massive wave of exits, with Diego Cochon joining LYNGBY on loan, Inaki Pina completing a permanent move to Panathinaikos, and Ander Astralaga walking away as a free agent, the senior spot is completely up for grabs, according to a breaking report from Mundo Deportivo. The final decision is a straight shootout between two highly rated La Masia prodigies, 18-year-old Iker Rodriguez and 19-year-old Eder Alla. Rodriguez is considered one of the brightest long-term talents in the academy, and the club is already panicking to extend his contract until 2027. However, Eder Alla has a massive tactical advantage. He spent the vast majority of last season embedded directly inside Hansi Flick's first-team setup, earning 16 matchday call-ups in La Liga. While Aaron Jakobishvili has returned from a brilliant loan spell at FC Andorra, he is expected to be loaned out yet again, leaving Alla and Rodriguez to fight to the absolute death in pre-season for that coveted first-team promotion. Meanwhile, a major transfer clause has just been triggered regarding the future of former La Masia playmaker Pablo Torre. Following Mallorca's heartbreaking relegation from La Liga, Torre's future has been thrown into complete chaos. Despite the club's drop, the 23-year-old finished the season in spectacular form, racking up 4 goals and 5 assists while stringing together 12 consecutive top-flight starts. Now, here is where Barcelona holds all the cards. When Barca sold Torre to Mallorca for €5 million, they deliberately retained 50% of his sporting rights. According to Sport, Torre's contract contains a secret relegation clause allowing him to join any La Liga club on a straight loan if another top-flight team covers his salary. While Mallorca's new manager Luis Garcia is desperately begging him to stay for a promotion push, Torre wants top-flight football. Barcelona are not planning to bring him back into Flick's squad, but Deco is actively monitoring the situation to see which La Liga club triggers the loan, protecting their asset for a massive future sale. And that exact financial vigilance from Deco is allowing Barcelona to strike fast on Spain's most exciting midfield market opportunity. Reports have officially confirmed that Barcelona have launched a definitive pursuit of Valencia's central midfield maestro, Javi Guerra. YouTube, the 23-year-old breakout star has been on Hansi Flick's radar for months, but the operation has suddenly accelerated. Guerra possesses a highly unique contract clause. His release clause sits at €40 million during the month of July, but the moment August hits, that number automatically skyrockets to a massive €60 million. Knowing they must strike before the price hikes up, Joan Laporta has reportedly bypassed initial inquiries and offered Guerra a massive 6-year contract to anchor himself at the Spotify Camp Nou until 2032. Flick views Guerra as the ultimate tactical engine to rotate alongside Pedri, Gavi, and Frenkie de Jong, bringing an aggressive, box-to-box physical profile that fits his high-intensity pressing scheme perfectly. With Premier League clubs lurking, Barcelona are trying to tie down personal terms this week, utilizing the newly freed-up wage space to secure one of the smartest domestic deals of the entire summer window. But that is absolutely nothing compared to the toxic warfare exploding between Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and Julian Alvarez. The Argentine forward's transfer saga has turned into the absolute hottest topic of the entire summer window. Alvarez has officially handed in a formal transfer request at Atletico Madrid, but the Madrid hierarchy has responded by completely hardening their stance, aggressively demanding his astronomical €500 million release clause. According to an explosive report from Sport, Alvarez is operating under absolute fury. He firmly believes Atletico Madrid made him a concrete, gentleman's promise that if a €100 million bid arrived, they would facilitate his exit. His recent public statements at the FIFA World Cup hinting at a departure were not an accident. It was a cold, calculated tactic to keep Barcelona's interest alive and force Atletico to honor their word. Barca's initial offer of €90 million plus heavy variables in installments was instantly rejected. To make matters worse, Atletico CEO Miguel Angel Gil Marin is actively using alleged interest from Real Madrid to price Barcelona out of the market, publicly mocking Barca's financial limitations. But Álvarez is fighting back from the inside, desperately trying to force the price down to that promised 100 million mark. And that exact bottleneck is precisely why Joan Laporta has just pivot launched the ultimate, jaw-dropping alternative. Rafael Leao is officially back on the Blaugrana radar. Summer after summer, Barcelona has rated the Portuguese winger incredibly highly. 2 seasons ago, financial restrictions stopped them from matching Nico Williams and Leao. Last summer, they had to settle for a cheap loan deal for Marcus Rashford instead, but everything has changed. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, relayed by Mundo Deportivo, Leao's phenomenal, game-changing displays at the ongoing World Cup have forced Barcelona to make an official inquiry, and the updates from Milan are absolutely staggering. AC Milan's brand-new manager, Ruben Amorim, does not see Leao in his tactical plans and has openly instructed the club to facilitate an immediate exit. While his official release clause stands at a massive €150 million, the Rossoneri are so desperate to move him on that they are willing to accept a cut price fee between €60 and €70 million. Now, that permanent fee is still slightly too high for Barcelona, who ironically just rejected the chance to sign Marcus Rashford permanently for €30 million. But Mundo Deportivo dropped the ultimate bombshell. AC Milan are completely open to an identical formula that Barca used for Rashford last summer, a loan deal with a purchase clause. Milan's only condition is that the purchase option must be legally mandatory to ensure Laporta doesn't backpedal next year. Tottenham Hotspur and an array of Saudi Arabian clubs are circling with massive contract offers, but Leao's heart is set on Spain. He has already racked up a goal and an assist in the World Cup while averaging just 36 minutes a game, and Hansi Flick believes a loan deal for Leao completely solves Barca's left-wing dilemma without breaking the bank. Barca fans, this is an absolute blockbuster crossroads. If Atletico Madrid keep blocking Julian Alvarez, should Laporta immediately pull the trigger on a mandatory loan deal for Rafael Leao instead? Let me know your absolute loudest opinions in the comments below.